right, here we go. Chris Bohacek started out with jacked and tan, went over and moved cross town to Stars and Strikes. You know, two really, really solid gyms, and he has championships, and he definitely has you know, some really good pedigree to be special. But he's going up against a tough opponent today, man. Talk to me a little bit about it.
Well, his opponent is Bazzi, who I tend to know very well.
Yep.
He's one of my really good friends, one of my training partners. You know, we bleed together. You know, we sweat together, and you know, Jesse's one of those really good people. You know, he just had a baby.
Lot of heart.
He's one of those kids who, you know, they got that Drake song, "Started from the Bottom."
Yeah.
He's that. He started from coming from nothing.
Yeah.
To.
Well, you look at his record, and you say 10-8. You would say, hey, somebody who was probably like wins one, loses one. Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
And those 8 losses are the top-notch level fighters too.
Yes, they are.
And he's beat top-notch too. You know, and he's one of those people who, you know, who came from nothing to making something of himself. You know, making a great life for himself. And works full time, trains every day, takes care of his kid.
Like I said, he came in and visited me at the gym and came up and trained with Nick. And I mean, I really, really like him. He's just a good guy.
He's kind of hard not to like.
Yeah.
You know. And I can say a lot of good things about Bohacek or Chris. I don't know how to say his last name right.
Oh, Bohacek, yeah. Bohacek is great
Chris
guy.
has always been a very stand-up, respectful gentleman to me.
Yeah.
I've always been impressed every time he fights. You know, the kid brings it.
Well, one thing that a lot of people don't know about Chris hits way out of his weight class as far as power. I've seen guys that fight 185 get their knees buckled on him. I mean, he clips people hard.
Absolutely. He's a little fireball compact.
Your current flyweight champion,
Jesse Bazzi, definitely, you know, well-rounded fighter. Fights well on his feet and also off his back. Solid jiu-jitsu from any angle. He's always looking to finish fights. That's what I like about him. One of my favorite things about him is that he looks to finish, because that's one thing that I sometimes think gets lost, because I think people shy away from going for finishes, and I love finishing fights.
Well, absolutely. I don't think Bazzi's been the distance I can probably count on one hand.
Yeah.
The kid either finishes or he gets finished.
I agree. I agree.
Know, so.
Well, when I started fighting, it was one 10-minute round, and it was considered a draw if you didn't finish. Wow. So, you know what I mean?
You know, I never got the point of a draw in a fight. What's the point of us fighting if we fight to a tie?
I agree, but at the same time, if you have 10 minutes and you have to finish your opponent, it changes how you fight.
Yeah. But, I don't know.
Half of your money is gone if you don't finish him. It changes how you fight.
That picks your balls up a little bit, makes you fight.
Yes, it does. But I'm excited. You know, Jesse and Chris, these guys, high-end 125ers, definitely in Michigan.
Real quick, I'm going to throw this out there, but I don't know if you noticed, you took a look around the cage, but if you look up and you look down, you see two of the other Michigan's baddest fighters. You got Anthony Michael, and you got Sequoia Brandon Stanford.
Yep.
They are two of the baddest. Working the film crew tonight, mixing up a little bit.
How about that?
Shout out to them, you know, making that money.
You know, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Introducing your fighters. First, fighter 2 Connect. He is out of the blue corner, wearing the white trunks, trimmed in red black. He comes to us at 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing 125 pounds. He is a freestyle mixed martial artist with an impressive record of 5 wins, only 3 losses, training in the lights of James Stronger Benetown and Snows and Strikes. Next martial arts, there is Chris Bohacek. Let's go, Kurt! His opponent across
All right, Drew. This is the kind of fight that could go all 5 rounds, and it could be over in 30 seconds because they're both such high-end fighters.
They're both finishers, that's for sure.
Yeah, neither one of these guys really like to go.
Bazzi working those angles. I'll tell you, Bazzi has the most unorthodox angles.
Yeah.
The way he works his angles kind of reminds you of Dominic Cruz with less foot motion.
Yeah.
You know, he moves well.
Yeah, he does.
And he's long. And he has a chin, too.
Yes, he does. Yeah, he'll be tested today against Chris. That's the one thing with Chris is that he will wrestle and he will test your chin.
This is like, Bazzi's been here before, you know, and Chris is a gamer too, so I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, this is going to be a great fight because both these guys are beyond game. And the last event, we had the qualifier where Nick ended up going the distance with Angel Cabrera, and the winner of this fight has to fight Angel.
Well, actually, originally...
Is he dropping to 115?
Oh, no, originally, I'll explain you what happened. Jesse and Angel was scheduled to fight, and Angel got hurt.
Oh.
So Chris stepped up on about 2.5 week notice.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, I was gonna say because he was the one scheduled originally from that qualifying matchup, and I know Nick and Jesse, they're good friends. I sent Nick down a bunch of times to your gym to train with you and to train with Darren, and wow, this fight's technically everything I expected.
And the thing is, like with Jesse, Jesse is the smallest kid in our gym.
Yeah.
Like, so he's used to, you know,
gets beat on a lot.
I won't even say that.
No, but
he holds his own.
For sure.
He's used to big people like this hanging on him on occasion, you know, and like, to him, this is probably nothing. You know, not taking that away from Chris, but he's used to.
Yeah, 170's pushing him like this. Yeah, he came up and visited me. Definitely a cool cat. Really cool cat. See the wrestling of Bohacek, but you know, I'm not so sure you want to be on the ground with Jesse either, though. He's pretty slick with his submissions, very opportunistic with them.
Yeah, he takes his time. He doesn't rush anything. You know, he's very smart.
Yeah, patience is huge.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and this is kind of shocking to be mounted right now. That was pretty
trouble though. This is full mount.
Oh, and he got a little apprehensive right there.
Yeah, well, Chris got a little too excited.
Yep. I'm not really sure if Chris is he good off his back. I'm not really sure.
Not his place.
No, not his place to be.
No, I mean I'm sure that he's done a lot of work on there, you know, just from being in the gym. But in a fight, he's generally speaking on top because he's a strong wrestler.
Yeah, absolutely. Great first round.
That was a very, very good first round. This is another one of them fights where I'm just going to say I'm so happy I'm not a judge.
Absolutely, you know.
Say hello to the hometown high. Miss Campbell, she steps around the cage.
Chris looks like he's breathing a little heavy right now.
Happening here tonight with Border Extremes Independence Day.
Yeah, I'd say first round probably edge to Chris Bohacek.
Most definitely, I mean, like,
still a close round.
Oh, definitely. And I agree, like, the thing is with Bazzi, you know, Bazzi trains nonstop, but he just had a baby. Like, I'm talking a week and a half ago. And
here we go. Round two is about to get going. Said this fight could go all 5 and it could be over at any second. Don't blink.
Round 2. Proudly brought to you by New Breed Nutrition.
Oh, nice cross.
I have an opinion. I think the further it goes in the fight, the better off Jesse is.
Especially because he's not the guy exerting as much force.
Yeah. But I know Bohacek is a warrior.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Big left hook and a little bit of a stumble.
Harley, that caught his shoulder and he did not catch him. He slipped.
Yeah. No,
Ooh.
Oh, nice land right there.
That's it. Ooh.
And this
he doesn't get guillotine.
And he does a very, very sharp guillotine. And
very good job by Chris.
Yeah, especially with those long arms, that could be major trouble.
Absolutely. And kudos to Chris, you know, get out of that guillotine. Jesse has a sick one.
Yes, he does. And he didn't get it quite locked up, and that's what saved Chris. And you know, Chris obviously being smart, staying standing, letting that slide right off was a great call.
Absolutely. You know, and
wow, it's a pretty quick stand.
Yeah, that was. I agree. You know, and I could never talk enough about Jesse. You know, and
flying triangle.
Wasn't expecting that.
Not me neither, but he has won fights like that before. That's a Corey Cuppy move. And man, oh man, he almost had it, but yeah, Jesse just passed, and this is not where Chris wants to be.
I look for Jesse. Wow. Jesse can't swing around right here. He's long leg.
Yeah.
But I must say though, you know, watching Jesse when he first started till now, it's just like a whole different world.
Oh yeah. Nice heel pick. Chris got the takedown, and you know, if you're going point for point, Chris is outpointing him right now.
Absolutely. Chris is winning this fight 100% right now.
I agree. Right now, you know, Chris is up 1-0, and if the fight keeps going the way it is, he'll be up 2-0. But again, we said this before, they're both finishers, so who's ahead has very little to do with it when it goes to the card.
Absolutely.
You know, when it goes to the card, it'll matter, but most of the time, this will end up being a submission or a knockout win.
Jesse's tricky on the ground too, so we'll see.
Yes, he is.
Hats out to Bohacek.
Bohacek is doing a really, really good job avoiding the submission attempts right now.
You can call his last name whatever you want. I'll call him Bohacek.
Yeah. I trained him for a little bit, so I kind of know what his last name is.
Let's call him Chris.
Yeah, Chris. These guys are both breathing pretty comfortably, which is cool to see.
I just seen matchmaker Pagnelli just call it for a 3-round fight. This should be a 5-round fight.
Should be a 5-round fight.
Yeah.
You saw him call for 3?
Yeah.
This should be 5, absolutely.
That's something you might want to tell the fighters before the fight.
Well, WXC titles are 5-round fights.
As far as I've...
Yeah, it's always been. So I'm a little surprised that you've seen him call for 3.
I definitely seen him call for 3, yeah. Okay, you got it.
Do you think because of the short notice that they made that way for Chris to be able to get ready in time?
I'm not really sure. I mean, like you.
I'm a little surprised though, because WXC is 5-round championships. It's the last stop before you go pro kind of thing, right?
That's what I thought, but to switch it up like this is.
That was a big land. And you know Jesse's smelling blood right now.
I think Jesse heard that it's a 3-round fight, so now he's going to work. Jesse's walking to the cage right here.
Yeah.
It's not the corner he wants to be in, but don't give him more room.
Yeah.
I don't see him really catching Jesse in anything like that. Jesse's smarter than that.
I'm surprised he's going to let him back up. He's not.
Ooh.
We just saw that at the last UFC card with a knockout.
Absolutely.
That stuff does happen.
How about that King Mo knockout?
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. The last
I thought that's what you were saying you were going with, and I was like, oh shit.
It's a triangle attempt again.
Great defense by Jesse.
Yeah, very, very good.
I'm very impressed how aggressive Chris is off his back.
Yeah, well, you have to be. You're not winning fights by hugging on at this level.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really seen Chris on his back, but I'm very impressed by his skills.
Back up to your feet. Ben is definitely keeping the action moving.
Well, it's a title fight. It should be. These dudes are upper echelon of fighters.
Yeah, if it's not moving, then make it move. Oh, I don't think he's going to get that on. Yeah. It's a lot of reach at 125. Jesse Bazzi definitely has a lot of reach. And taking a lot of leg kicks that I don't like, but
Jesse does not want to be.
Yeah, Chris's game is definitely becoming very complete. These guys are high end. At 125, very high end.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, wow, full mount. Second time in this fight. You know, especially if this is a 3-round fight. This is not at all what Jesse wants.
Jesse's been looking for the back door right here.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know.
From me trading under Mark Tripp, he says screw rear naked choke. There are face crushes and jaw locks and chunk chokes. And I agree 100%. A lot of people try to get a clean choke, and there's so much more stuff to do there.
Oh, absolutely.
Than a clean, pretty choke.
And being a wrestler, we have strong forearms.
Yeah.
Use them.
Yes. I don't know, man. I've been wrong before with the judge's card today, but Jesse doesn't want to be here.
Yeah, this is not looking good.
And I don't know, did he know this is a 3-round fight?
It's supposed to be a 5.
I agree. WXC Championship fights, 5 rounds.
We're going round 4 right now.
It should be.
Are they going to make up their mind up?
Yes, indeed. We have a number 4 walking through the cage. How do you have this? Is this 2-1 or 3-0? That last round was close, man.
I'll say 2-1.
I don't have an opinion. That last round was... That last round either could have won it, either could have lost it.
For sure. I mean, if we went to the decision right now, it'd be about Chris's fight,
Yep.
my opinion.
Yep.
In my professional opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. This is a great fight. I'm so happy that they made it a 5-round fight. This is one hell of a fight. Can't wait to see the rest of it.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow, that landed. That was It's a good place for Jesse to be, have top control. And
Definitely. Jesse knows what he has to do.
yeah. Nose bleeding on Chris Bohacek. Jesse is in his guard, and we know how busy of a guard he is.
Absolutely. Look for that sweep. Jesse does have a sick Kimura sweep.
Chris has got to protect that arm, though, because he's looking for that Kimura or the Kimura sweep.
Jesse's not too much worried about the Kimura right now.
I see that.
He's going for that sweep.
Yeah, he is. It's a good time to pass, and Chris definitely realized it and started to, but you got to be careful, man.
Jesse's working that sweep.
Yeah,
Jesse has it right now. If he bucks, he has it.
Yeah. If nothing else, he'll force Chris to play hardcore defense.
Chris is bleeding pretty nicely, too.
Yeah, he's bleeding from the nose. Smart move to give up on it when you don't have it. Jesse's smart fighter for sure. Chris is continuously just imposing his will with that top-down position, and so far definitely having a really good fight. It's a great fight, man.
Oh, it definitely is.
It's one of them fights where I wonder if the fans really realize all that's going on. and if they can take it all in and appreciate this for what it is. This is one hell of a fight, and I know that this is hard for non-fighters to watch because they don't see the small details of the passing and you know, the submission attempts the same way that we do.
Or without a doubt. I mean, this is a high-level MMA fight right now. Like, you got two really good grapplers going against each other, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, this is a chess match right now, and I know that that's popular saying for GSP fights because people are starting to get a little bored with some of that fight. But at the end of the day, your job is to win fights.
That's without a doubt. My job isn't. I mean, our job isn't out there and fight, but our job is
also
to win.
to entertain. Yeah, entertain and it's to win.
I mean, like, coming from a very, very big GSP fan, you know, like I have been getting kind of bored. I expect more out of them, but.
Well, I think next fight we'll find out. Hendricks is going to be one hell of an opponent.
He's going to be forced to fight.
Yeah. I see this now, no matter how, if you had the third round for Jesse, fourth round is definitely for Chris.
Yeah.
So this is a knockout or submission for Jesse in the fifth round to win.
I'd say so, but it's also a title fight too. You gotta think about it. I mean, like, you have to decisively beat the champion.
Yeah, well, and like I said, at the end of the day, we've been wrong before with these fights, so we're not scoring every single strike and takedown and submission attempt, so we can't for sure tell everybody what the score is, but we can tell you what our eye test says. And as of right now, we would you say we both have a 3-1?
I'd say 3-1 right now.
Yeah. Some of these rounds, though, have been really close, and they're not that decisive, and it's hard to win a championship from a champion. Couple spots of water.
For real? I think Jesse knows he has to finish his fight.
Yeah, I hope so. And he's definitely a good finisher, so knowing he's going to go for it right now. Oh, wow.
Oh,
he's got a very, very good...
He does.
And this is where Chris is... If he loses, I've really only seen him lose to guillotines and triangles. And he popped out. Mouthpiece back in, was that it?
I've never seen him put it back in somebody's mouth.
Live in action, yeah.
Hold on, stop.
Usually it's for a lull in the action, and I guess that was it.
Looks like Chris is going to be content with just sitting here and laying on Jesse.
Yeah, and you know what? Half of me says I can't blame him because, you know, he's got top-down position. He has had the takedown. He is, you know, so to speak, winning. But at the end of the day, you want to win. You know what I mean?
Especially fighting a champion.
Yeah. You want to take everything from the champion. You don't want to hope that you out-edge him.
Absolutely.
It's been one hell of a fight, and I hope that the crowd has enjoyed it as much as us.
It's phenomenal MMA fight, absolutely.
Back up again onto our feet. They don't get a whole lot of time on the ground here with Ben. Ben's like, you know, wow.
Jesse's going for that finish. Jesse knows what he has to do.
Yeah. He's pressuring, and that's heavy pressure.
That's smart from Chris.
I'll tell you this, one of the rounds was close enough that right now I have Jesse winning this round, and
you know, sometimes it's not how you start, it's how you finish. You know, and he could have stole it. Who knows?
Yeah. Still time left here, but it's a close fight. If I was either fighter, I would try to close this out. Either fighter should really be looking for the finish.
Oh, without a doubt.
They're gonna get stood up here soon enough if they don't get going.
It's 10 seconds.
Short time.
Jesse's just let it go.
Wow, this fight, man, I'm so happy I'm not a judge. So happy I'm not a judge. That's 5 rounds, people, and I have no idea what to tell you. On my eye test, I have it, you know, probably 48-47, Chris, but I can't say that with any kind of validation at all. That's too close for me to call it, man. That's close. That is close, Drew.
It really is too close to comfort.
You know what? Remember we were doing our little stand-up? That was one hell of a fight, man.
Look at that belt. Look at that belt. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
You know what? That was one hell of a fight, and these guys, great athletes, went full 5 rounds. Didn't really slow down a whole hell of a lot. They showed you why they're the true top 125ers in these states. Here.
Most definitely.
I'm curious to see with us going in tomorrow, having 125 title fight also on the card tomorrow. Will be pretty exciting.
I hope
measure it up against this.
I don't think it will.
That'll be hard. That will be very hard.
I mean,
tonight's event, period.
You don't find 2 of the better 25ers.
Yeah, I think this is probably the top of the line. This is a tough-ass fight. Like I said, I'm happy I'm not a judge.
Oh,
hell of a fight.
I have an idea who won the fight, but...
Ladies and gentlemen, our judges.
You guys want to be one.
You know what? Before we go to the judges, one more time for both these fighters, please clap your hands. They win the distance on all 5 rounds. And our judges have came to a unanimous decision for a score of 50-45.
What do you want to do?
49-46.
No, just add
And
to the last fight.
48-47.
Which
For your win.
start with Hustler. I actually end with
I'm not gonna lie, that was the most crackheaded scores I've ever heard in my life. Did you get to hear the scores?
I didn't hear the score. Unfortunately, I was getting information.
I heard 50-45.
No.
I gotta see that again. And I heard 48-47. I think I heard a 59-48 on that one too. So one of those judges must have gave him a 10-8 round.
No. That fight probably could have been 48-47 or 49-46 because one round was really, 2 rounds were really close. But I had that 48-47.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't get that. I heard a 45.